Yeah, hello. I just want to take this time to give a shout out to the Queen of Collaboration, Queen Angela. She was one of the first people who gave me the opportunity to relate to the people what I was trying to do.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back once again. I am the Queen of Collaborations, and you are tuned in to another episode of Up Close and Personal on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. I tell you, I'm super excited to be here today. Y'all saw the clip. I like to share testimonies from individuals that's been a part of the platform, give them an opportunity to share. And I like to bring them back and allow them an opportunity to show you guys how they've grown. This gentleman was on, I want to say last year, or it may have been it may have been a year. But I tell you, I see what he's doing now, but I'm going to allow him the opportunity to share. Just hearing the testimony, that alone, from our first interview and him doing that testimony, because when I put the call out, all the people that's been through my platform, he was one of the very first people that responded, and it touched my heart, and I had to get him back on. And when he reached out to me, I think I just finished the show. Of course, y'all know I'm on WBNN over on Block Talk Radio, a part of Ngozi Time Multimedia LLC. And I think I just broke a record. I think got my 42nd all-time connection. And I haven't even been on the network 3 years yet, y'all. And when this gentleman reached out to me, I said, okay, I'm going to book him for that show, and I have to get him back on this show. I'm going to move out the way because y'all know I'll get to talking, and I want him to come up, and I want him to have the opportunity to tell you guys all the amazing stuff that he's doing and what it means to truly be a part of this platform and being connected to the Queen of Collaborations. That's what I want him to share. I want y'all to hear it live and direct because y'all heard it via. How you doing? I just had to go ahead and bring you up because I can get to talking and I didn't want to do that. I
I'm blessed.
How you doing today?
I'm blessed. I'm doing fine. And you know what? It's never a problem for me I can sit there and listen to you talk all day. I told you I almost missed the interview because I'm sitting here watching all your content on YouTube. I mean, I can get lost just sitting there listening to you and your testimony. You are so inspiring. All right. And I feel blessed to be a part of what you're doing. And again, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I can't thank you enough for allowing me to be a part of this, with you, So just to get started, thank you for the beautiful introduction, just to get started. So like I said, in my testimony for you that I did, you have blessed me, and you was one of the first people who ever allowed me to be able to express myself publicly on social media, like in this format. And since then, I believe, and I'm a strong believer in paying it forward. So I've been doing what I could to help people who need an extra hand to get themselves started and everything. And in doing such a thing, I've been receiving blessings in return. So, I just want to thank you for that, for teaching me how to become a blessing in other people's lives and everything. So, but anyway, I'm glad that you invited me back on. Well, because I do have something to talk about, and I have been making some progress over the time. So, and I'm glad that I'm able to say that because I don't want you to think that you wasted space with me. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you how I used the blessing that you gave me. All right, so of course I have the books. I have my these are my babies. You know, this is a project. It's called Natural G. Oh Lord, that the phone ringing. You ain't hear that, did you? Okay. This is my first project. It's called Natural G. It's a 5 book series. All right. It's about the way that I grew up in Brooklyn in the late '80s and the early '90s, and it's been selling like hotcakes. All right, but the I feel vindicated because like people say, oh my goodness, contact me through social media. Like say they say, well, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna get part one. I said, well, you might want to get the whole set because you're gonna want the rest of them. And I'm always right. Well, 90% of the time I'm right. So like contact me. And I have to answer my wife, but she's not gonna stop calling me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me because she would have just kept calling. I
Okay.
had to tell her I'm doing the interview. All right,
Okay.
she just got off of work. Okay, so when people inbox me on Instagram, email, YouTube, wherever, because I'm so approachable on every level. And they say, well, look, I'm trying to get the next part of the series, so forth and so on. Made me feel so good because I feel like I did something that's worth. I mean, people, I gave some people a product that they feel good about spending their money on. You know, so I was able to do that because I was able to reach out to more people, you know, because of you, and also you gave me confidence to, approach people for something that's, not the normal things that like I was used to selling, and I'm just, I turned my life around, and you was part of it, and it's like, oh man, I would cry right now, but I don't want to waste time crying because once I cry, I can't talk. So, no, but
Wow.
so that's that. But now, where I've gone since then is okay. I have eight published works so far. Six are out, of course. But the one that I'm ready to I'm let out now, January 23. It's called Vigilantes. All right, it's different. It's very very different. See, all of my stories are about real life things. We go through a lot of things coming up in these situations that we come up in, and in the urban areas, less fortunate situations, we go through a lot of pain and struggle, So a lot of times people's story is just not getting heard, because the media and the powers that be don't find us important. That's why I am so drawn to your content because your story is so powerful and it can easily be overlooked because dare I say it, we're not the majority in this country. We are the minority. So sometimes our story to them is not worth being heard. All right. So that's my job. And people like me and you, we get people's story out there. So that story is about um, a couple of people that got together and they decide to take justice into their own hand when the police and the legal system are not really serving justice for the victims, like battered women, abused children, and people of that category. And it's a true story. This is based on a true story. All right. Um, Women who grew up not knowing any better but to live a certain life. They inherited from their mother. Their mother inherited from their mother. So this is all they know. So this is all they teach their daughter. This book is basically based on negative cycles being broken. All right. Boys who grow up and committing criminal acts is natural to them because that's all they've seen all their life. Little girls growing up sexualized because this sexualized like a lot of times, especially this modern day, little girls are starting to get sexualized at a young age. All right, and little boys. So, what my goal is in that book right there is first I tell you the story, you know, and then I tell you how the people that was in the situation have become, the victims was, finally got their justice, and people who grew up with that frame of thinking were rehabilitated and progressed in life and turned over a new leaf. Of course, you have to deal with your consequences and everything, but there's always a better way. Sometimes the hardest way is the best way. Matter of fact, most of the times the hardest way is the best way. And recovery is not hard. I mean, recovery is not easy. I'm sorry, recovery is not easy. But if you really want to be healthy, all recovery to recover means to go back to a healthy state. If you really want to be healthy, in every way, mentally, physically, financially, so forth and so on, you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. All right. And I'm learning. Like, remember when I first started, I was like speedy, super speedy overnight, instant gratification. Now I'm realizing in my maturity, I know I'm still not grown yet. I'm still a baby. I'm only 1 year old. 1 year, I'm only a year old right now, in this game. So, I understand that, patience, you got to put the work in. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, and humility, humility. Okay. Now, at the risk of sounding like I'm jumping the gun, I'm really not. This is my way of, this is my pace, my natural progression. So even though I'm working on new projects, I'm also still growing these projects too. So now we go because like my books, these books were already written to be a TV series. That's how I wrote them, to be a TV series. I have the narrator talking, I have the scene set and everything, as you can see. Like then I have the people talking, and everything like that. But when you start reading it, it's like because I describe my characters so well, and the story's so juicy and crazy, is the love, the emotion, everything.
Right.
People was always telling me this should be a show. Well, it was intended to be a show. So now, a lot of people have been trying to contact me, my brother, about look. So we're trying to find a project to get down with, so we can turn it, bring it to life on screen and everything, like a TV show and stuff like that. So that's what we're doing now. The scripts are ready. We in talks now. We actually have two guys who's executive producing the projects. We're in talks. It's not in stone yet, but my part is done. So now, well, that part of my part is done. So now the funding is coming together to to now bring this to life. We have interns and people from this field, from two different schools in two different states. Me and my brother, we are picking out the ones who we think are qualified, and it's like it's so much because it's new to me. Um, we're working, we're working, and like I said, I always told you, I said, look, for you helping me, I'm a loyal person. I would love for you to be a part of everything that I do. All right. I don't know. I know what talents you have that I see. But I don't know as far as that right there. I mean, can you? I know you're probably a good director. I don't know. I don't know what you can do, but like if we could talk after this, you know, and I always like your advice anyway. So I'm just telling you, Natural G is going to streaming. It's going to streaming. So the package is almost finished. You know, I have a representative. He's a lawyer, and he's man, the guy's smart. And that's I like. He's smart and he's trustworthy, and I knew him since the sixth grade. So he the one that like really like. I'm looking for people. Me and my brother are already in the process of doing this, but we just don't know the right people.
Right.
And just me and him been talking, and he brought it up, and we've been man. It's a miracle, like a blessing that you coming at me like this because we already trying to do it, but we don't know how to do it. Man, I got people. My cousin already doing this, and let's go, man, because we do this type of thing. I have a group of people that put raise money and put money together to do
Right.
this. 'Cause I'm like, man, how am I gonna pay my bills and then
And
raise
you got a
thousands
couple
of
of people
dollars?
on the platform. Well, you got a couple of people on the platform that do like short they do like short documentaries. They've done documentaries and they've done
Mhm.
some short films. You got
Wow,
Andrea Harris, and then you got Lakia Barnett. The kid them just did
wow.
a short story. They just did a little a short little thing. They just did a premiere up in DC.
Is it on YouTube or something or
I think
some
they
streaming?
I'll go and see. But yeah, she has a ministry. It's called Tears to Purpose. I did a couple of monologues. I did her monologue. It was called His Glory. Um, and then I did Sheena Gordon's monologue. Lakia Barnett, she directed it. We did it virtually. It's on I think they just did a on the 20th. What was that? 4 days ago. They did a showing. So it should be on YouTube on Sheena's little thing. But she did a replay. It's been a year ago that we did that. I was dressed in
Would
a
you
little white
narrate? Would you
costume. I
narrate
had
something
like a
secular?
little fairy, huh?
Would you narrate something like on a more secular type of in a fashion? Like, I know you're a spiritual person. Like a lot of stuff, and I see a lot of your stuff, and you're spiritual, and it's great and it's inspiring. But
Right,
I'm a hood dude. My stories are like hood type stuff. But like,
right.
I mean, trying to like push a positive message. But
A real
you
message.
understand what I'm trying to say? Like,
Like
would
real.
you? Yeah, the real. I mean, because stuff
I mean
that's
those people
I'm trying to reverse. I'm trying to undo all of this stuff that's going on. I'm trying to undo what social media is doing to our kids these days. That's gonna be a hard job. But just gotta make a good product, an attractive product. You know, I mean, like say stuff that kids like raising Canaan, power, stuff like that. Very, very entertaining. Very entertaining. But at the end of the day, where's the message? It's
right.
just, gangsters, drugs, shoot 'em up, so and so on. Yeah, we started like that, but like, even though my first book, right? The first book, the story doesn't end in the first book. You know what I mean? But you see whatever they did, and I show you the negative side of everything and the positive side to every single dilemma, every single tragedy. If there's a death, there's a birth. I'm talking about so to speak. If there's a death, there's a birth. Life and death, so forth and so on. So that's
Right.
all I'm saying is like I don't want to keep on feeding kids negative, 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 sex, 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 and not bringing it full circle. I mean, that really bothers me, and I love the power um series and stuff. I really like it. I mean, I watch it all the time. I'm up on it, and I'm sad that it ended yesterday. But I mean, it's just that's my thing right there. We hood, we come from the hood, and this type of thing is the things that we're attracted to. But there's a lesson in everything. Like I said before, the OGs is like is different than the OGs that when I was coming up. These older dudes that was schooling us and everything, they school us. If we out there doing something, we always have somebody in the ear like, listen, man, you know better than that. It's a better way, yada yada yada. Now it's like everybody influencing these kids to do negative stuff without showing them how to, avoid all the bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's no growth there. It's only death. That's why everything is turning to death. Everything leads to death. Everything leads to death. That's why, okay, since we talk about this, my cousin, he has a big following on Facebook, and he always like say things and food for thought and stuff. The county where my family is from, you know, they built a jail, a big jail. All right, the schools are terrible. You know what I mean? But the counties, the surrounding counties, big beautiful schools. All right, but we built the jail. They built the jail in our county. All right, but the jail houses inmates or offenders from all three counties. But our county has a jail, and the other two counties have the big schools and everything. All right, so that's how society is right now. We are they. It's a capitalistic, country. It's ran on capitalism, so it's more profitable. Death is more profitable than life. You know what I mean? It just is. I
I'm
mean,
saying,
they're
and
making so much
you
money.
said you touched on something when you said that because I mean you look at the jails now. I look at the jails in Atlanta and I look at a lot of the jails. They look like hotels. They don't look like jails. They look like somewhere where you just want to go and stay. They make them look like that. So when kids are young,
Hmm.
they be attracted to stuff like that. They be drawn to
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that.
well come on.
And then
Yeah, yep.
the
Hmm.
schools look like jails. Like every school we pull up to look like a jail, right?
It's a
When they
shame.
start
It's a
doing
shame.
that,
No resources. No resources. Underpaid teachers. Uh, all kinds of stuff. So okay, now back to it. So this is my goal is well, my I want all of my projects to give you a cold dose of reality, you know, and then a warm hug at the end, you know, a nice warm hug at the end. Like it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You know why it's gonna be okay? Because I'm gonna show you a better way, and that's where I'm at with it. And then okay, so now Natural G is going to streaming. I'm talking like, they in talks with a lot of stuff. Ain't nothing really official yet. So, I'm just telling you that's the direction we're going. Somebody gonna pick us up. If they don't, then we're gonna make our own. This is not gonna be stopped. All right. That's number one. I'm focused on that. That's not gonna be stopped. All right. Now the other thing I wanted to bring to light is much more important than that. Let me tell you why. So my company, me and my brother's company, Criminal Content Publishing, you know, we were gifted, and I'm gonna say gifted and blessed to have to do all of this stuff on our own, from the bottom to the top, from the start. We had to make this process to get to where we at right now. I'm talking about literally, like, so, okay, I wrote the books, you know, we, my brother put it together, edited it, did the graphics, marketed it, the whole process, copywritten and promotion and found you. I don't know where he found you from, but I'm so glad he did. All right. So all of this stuff is part of the process. So what we do with my company, when a person comes to me and say, look, man, they want to know how to write a book. Okay, I'm gonna teach you how to write a book. I'm gonna teach you how to write the book. I'm gonna teach you how to put it together. I'm gonna teach you how to market yourself. I'm gonna teach you how to copyright yourself. All right. And I'm not gonna try to sign you to no long contract. All right. If you, I mean, how many books do you have? All right. If you one book, okay, we're gonna put it out there, and you're gonna be the business. All right. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the longevity and the masses. All right. I'm not trying to get rich off of one person. Yeah, it's a service. So yes, I do charge a fee, but all of my, I mean, we have like a nice, caseload of customers, and they don't really complain about the money because I'm not really killing them. I mean, if you want me to write for you, that's a certain thing. If you want me to, whatever you want us to do for you, we can do it. But at the end of the day, you're gonna be a self-published person with your own LLC, and we're gonna make all of that stuff happen for you from the gate, from the gate. All right, from the gate. But only thing is, in the beginning, part of the fee, the entry fee, like say if you have a series like myself, all right, we're gonna share a percentage on the first two or the first three or whatever the case may be. But as you get on, let's say, okay, like I'm just for instance, because you only what's important is what you negotiate. All right, you only get what you negotiate. All right, if you don't negotiate, I'm gonna show you that look, everything is about negotiation. I'm gonna walk you through it. Me and my brother, he taught me that. So you teach people how to be successful, all right? But then they'll always have love for you. It's like you taught me certain things, and that's why I'm always gonna be loyal to you. All right, so the first say the first project, all right, the first book, let's just say it's 50-50 on everything. The second book is gonna be 40-60 your way. The third book is gonna be 20-80 your way. All right. And then after anything else after that, it's gonna be one flat fee and then you're off on your own. I'm only here as an advisor now. And I think I qualify as an advisor because I literally I did everything out of my trunk and out of my on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and everything. I mean, I was riding around selling books today. I mean, I'm at myself. I mean, I'm well over 5,000 books myself. I'm not. I don't even count the. I used to say 7,000, but I'm not counting the 2,000 change did on Amazon because I don't think Amazon did me fairly. That's why I'm teaching people how to do everything they sell. All right, you do it yourself. You don't need people to keep you. That's like as long as you work for somebody, you ain't never really gonna get rich. I mean, start your own company. That's what we need. We need to start companies, and we need to teach the youth how to start companies too. We need to be enterprising. We need to be enterprising. We don't always have to, be looking for people for handouts or, help. You understand what I'm trying to say? Am I being clear?
Like I get it. Like you speaking, like I'm talking about residual income, something that you can be while you sleep. you got money coming in.
That's right.
Like you
Forever.
ain't got that.
Forever.
That's what I'm talking about. Once it's like you put in this work one time, you got this something gonna make something forever. And then when it's just like I got this saying, you teach somebody how to fish, they will never be hungry because they can go up to that
Absolutely.
pond and throw that rod out there and they guarantee to catch something because you've taught them how to fish. They'll never be hungry.
That's right.
And then if
That's
guess
right.
what? If they learn how to fish, guess what? They're gonna teach somebody else because they're gonna say, "Oh, I don't want
That's
that."
what I'm talking about.
And that's what I keep telling
That's what I'm
people.
talking
I
about.
keep telling people this is what the 122 authors around the world campaign is all about. This is my opportunity. You know what? I said I've been pouring into so many people I poured into, and I'm not going to stretch myself short in 2023. I said I'm going to pour in to a certain amount of people. And it's like God dropped in my spirit 122 authors. Like 122 authors. And I said, I'm gonna them 122 authors. That's what I'm focusing on. So if you in your thing say 122 author campaign, author of the hour are a part of that. So everybody that's attached. So guess what now? When people come to me and say, oh, they need a book published, I ain't even got to worry about coaching them because guess what? I got too much going on. I'm in school and I'm on the
Mm-hmm.
president's list and I'm a part of so much
Right.
other stuff. Guess what I can do? I can say, oh, my homeboy over there, and then to you tell them what you offer, what you can offer, what you can do. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's
Wow.
about. But if people don't come, I keep telling people, nobody know what you do, who you are, or what you got going on if you sitting over there
Mm-hmm.
doing nothing. There's
That's right. That's right.
961 people inside of that Black authors that read other Black authors book club. And ask me how
Mm-hmm.
many of them have signed up to be a part of the 122 author movement. We only got 41
Yeah.
people signed up. I'm old school. When I tell you I'm old school, I'm old school. I got a piece of paper right here.
Ah, sight.
How long my paper is? I got a piece of paper
Uh-huh.
that's got 114 spots.
Right. I don't know
And
when the
guess
last
how
time I
many
used the ink
finished?
pen.
41. 41. And they tell me
So look.
that they don't, there's nothing to do. Nobody's doing nothing. Everybody, $13.33. We waste that. I'm giving
Mhm,
you a
mhm.
podcast interview. This interview finna be distributed
That's
in
a that's a
Walmart.
that's a
I'm
that's
just
a
telling
small price to pay.
somebody,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
huh?
That's a small price to pay for what you offer. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Exactly.
You
A
know,
podcast, and then I'm, I'm
no,
I'm
yeah.
featuring you on my blog, and man,
Hmm.
I looked at the blog and I'm sitting up there thinking, I'm like, dang, I say people really live in New Ghana, people really live in Ireland, people really live in Finland. Do these people really listen to me? Like, do they really follow me? Like, who is these people? Like, I didn't even know people lived in some of the places I go and I look that we got followers. We got people that who knows what these people need? I don't know, but I'm going to provide whatever whoever wants to come and share that has a voice and has something to share. That's what everybody got a story because everybody
That's
don't been
right.
through something. Can't nobody
That's
say
right.
that they in this world,
So,
in this realm, and have not been through something. What may seem small to you
mhm.
may be life saving to somebody else. It could take
So
somebody
look,
else.
Queen. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, Queen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on blast too. You know, other authors that I know. You know that want. I know poets. That I'm gonna try to get. You know, help get that paper full for you. You know, I got your back. I'm gonna help you, and I'm also gonna do my part too. Of course, we already discussed that. So, and you know what it is too. So some people, this is just something to do, a pastime. But
No.
some people, like myself, I love this thing, man. I love it so much. I got a couple of people, like a couple of authors, about six of us. We just a private little group, texting and everything. We go back and forth like paragraphs, like just try to make each other like feel what each other's work. Like I type something, send it to her or him or whatever, and we like in the group chat, read
Right.
it. Ooh, we grade each other, we rate each other, like we critique each other. so forth and so on. We advise. It's like we're a circle, and
Right.
it helped me a lot. I mean, it's like I'm developing more and more, and I can't wait till I'm sitting somewhere with like completely gray, old, fat, with like 89 books up under my belt like you. You got so many books. Why you write so many books?
And
It's
because
like
I
it's
don't been
so
through so
hard.
much, and I just,
It's hard.
I don't. I've gotten to the point to where I don't want people to have to wonder. Like people, believers, the word say that we should do greater works. How do we know we're gonna do greater works? We ain't got no way to leave it. Only way we can leave it is through our works. We can't leave it in the Bible like they did us. So what we have to do? We got to put it in our own book. We got to put it out there so they
Right.
can have it. They got to have blueprints. They got to see what we went through because ain't nobody gonna tell our story. You see what they doing to the history. You see what they doing to history. And
Right.
then the
They
first thing
they, they erasing it. They erasing our history.
hey, man, these people act like it
But we
ain't
helping
happened.
them.
Like this ain't happened. This ain't happened. Yeah, this happened. Like this ain't happened
Yeah.
thousands of years ago. This happened less than 500 years ago, baby. Like for real though.
Look, that situation right there, Queen. See, that's a whole different discussion. But let me tell you one thing: the reason why we can't get it together on that tip right there is because you got to start from the beginning. You got to start from the foundation. If the house's foundation is weak, then guess what? The house is not going to stand for so long. And the foundation is knowing thyself, knowledge of self.
That's it.
Who are you? What you call yourself? You call yourself what? Black? Let me tell you something. It ain't no country called black. Nowhere. You know what I'm saying? When you see a white person, what are you? I'm Italian. I'm Anglo-Saxon. I'm from England. I'm Irish or whatever I am. Why are we the only ones who don't have an identity? We don't have a history. I'm not black. We are all African. All right. That's where we're from. All right. We are African. You know what I'm saying? That way, now that's the unity. We are one thing together. All right. Now let's go from there. We know who we are. That's how you start and regain your history. Now, what do it take to be black? What is this place? Where do I come from? And let's learn more about that. All right. Let's learn how our spirituality that we are a part of here. Let's see how that same spirituality, our brothers in faith, see how they worship over there. All right. And then let's see what we have in common. This is us. We are who we are. We are representing something that was created by somebody else. We are something completely different than what we naturally were right now. All right. That's why we don't, a lot of this, everything is so okay. And we are so easily influenced because we were created to absorb the negativity and everything. That's it. It's so crazy that that negative things are so much more attractive to people than positive things and spiritual, good, whole, virtuous qualities. It's like that's what I want to see. I want to see uh, something. I want to see. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. It's one thing I got to shout this kid out because my stepson, right? He had a girlfriend. And it's like it surprised me. You know, he does things that I didn't even know that he was capable of doing. Like he had a girlfriend. Like I dropped him off or whatever, and he get out, open the door for her, walk her to the door. Stuff like that. Even small things like that is lost. It's lost in the sauce now. You don't have respect for women. You don't have respect for yourself. Women don't have respect for themselves. It starts with the foundation. Who are you? And be proud of who you are. Upstanding, strong, moral. Am I right or wrong? I mean, that's just
You
my
are
idea. You
so
got
right. I'm
the kid.
saying, I told you.
It
I
starts in the
mean,
house. It starts as a baby. It starts as a
it,
baby. You supposed to teach them
man,
from the beginning. All
you
right.
touching on some stuff
So
now.
now, before I go, I know you. Whenever I don't know when you want me to leave, but before I go, the most they all important. I keep on saying the most important thing. The most important thing. Everything is important, but this right here is my new thing, and I was told I should have been doing this. All right, so I now started a YouTube page, and it's gonna be my main platform. It's new. It's literally new. I think I have about 6 followers, so it's like 2, 3
7,
days old. So, huh? I
7.
7. Thank you. Appreciate you. And I want to subscribe to all your stuff. All right, you already know it. I like all your pictures, and I'm viewing every single thing you have up. Period. Everything. So now all you gotta do is go to YouTube and type in Kasim Stevens, and I'm gonna come up and have a couple of videos up there. But I'm gonna make more content. I just have an introductory video. I'm gonna make one tonight actually. You know, in celebration of this here. So just please subscribe to my page, Kasim Stevens. You can Google me, Kasim Stevens, and I'm everywhere. If you Google me, put me in Google, I'm everywhere.
Let me see if I got
So
you up here. I think I got you up here. Thank you.
just Google. I mean,
There
Google.
you
I'm
go,
I'm
right there. Your
I'm gonna
YouTube. Your YouTube. All they got to do
pop
is
in.
go right here. If you following, if you over here, right here on this page, right now, you can go click on right
Mhm.
there, and it'll take you straight to the YouTube. That's your YouTube channel.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. So now, just to taste, just to
Instagram.
idea what Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Um, what's the other one? I just did another Tumblr. I just did Tumblr. So look, so this is the idea. I'm just giving you an idea of what's gonna be going on my page. So
Facebook.
I'm gonna make a space for anybody that has anything that they want to share. All right. If you have poems, come in and say your poem. If you have a message, then come here and say your message. If you have a product, come here and promote your product. If you have books, that's my love. That's my first love. Come here, read a couple of chapters of your books. All right. Do whatever you want to do. All right. And we're going to have a conversation. And the talk is going to be about everything. What's going on? The state of society. What's going on in, I don't know, sports. What's going give a spiritual word. I mean, anything. What needs to be what needs some light shined on it. Anything that need to be spoken about or you feel that you hold dear to your heart. All right. If you want to ask people to give a super prayer for this person because they're going through something, fine. Whatever you want, I'm going to give you a place to do it at. All right. But no inappropriate behavior. Nothing. I just want to break new stuff, break new stuff and do something positive and have positive people and, you know, make a brothership, other people with pages. We all cross subscribe and we all, cross, our subscribers with each other and just make it big because guess what? $1 million worth of game. They just signed $100 million contract with Boston. There's some money in this YouTube game. You know what $1 million worth of
I'm
game
telling
is?
you.
Gillian
I'm
Wallow.
telling you. I
They
don't.
signed $100 million contract Wednesday. Like what? I want some
It's
of
a
that.
money in it.
You
It's
know.
a money in all of this stuff. If people just if they just do what they supposed to do. I've been telling people, I just been telling people like it's money in the reels. If you got time to make reels, if you got time to post pictures, you got time to do that. All you got to do is share it in the reel. You can make money off of that. I'm saying free
Can you teach
money.
me how to do that? Just teach me. I mean, I need to
I'm
learn.
saying you that the little reels that I was doing that I've been sharing y'all the videos
Oh
and the
no,
little
no, 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 no. I get it. We'll talk about
yeah.
it. We have
All
a
you gotta
rapport
do,
now, so
yeah.
we'll talk about it. We've been
Man,
out
that's
of
free
rapport, but
money. That's free money from
yeah,
Facebook. I just got what?
it is free
Almost
money.
$300.
But
$300. $252. And I ain't
for
even
real?
have. I don't even have all them people like some of them people be having 10,000. Like you can get $3,000 if you have 25 reels. It's 25 reels with 10,000 views. I think. Wait a minute. Let me see.
The 20, the
I'm about to
25,
go
the
over here
25
and I'm about
reels
to.
with 10,000
I'm
views together.
I'm about to see right now. And then I'll be sharing my reel. Like if you get, okay, say to start out, if you get 5 reels with 100 views, you get $20. You get,
Really?
yes, I'm about to go over here. I'm about to show you. You think I'm
5 reels,
my niece told
100
me like my
views.
niece be getting like she be getting like 1,000. Okay, so like
Oh,
right
wait. So
here.
where the money go to? Because I think I'm already there.
You go over there. Go over there. It go to your account. You got to have an account set up. You got to have an account set up. Um, you got to have
Okay.
an account set up, a pay up account set up. But you go over
With
to
Facebook or like
however you get paid on
you
Facebook. Like
fooling
you
me?
don't
Because
remember you
I
share.
have no idea how to
Okay, see
do this.
like okay. So my reels, okay, they have like you have to have a certain amount of followers and you got to have a certain amount of whatever. Like if you got 1,000 followers and you have them constantly for 60 days, they're gonna make you a professional what's the name? So on your board, it's gonna say professional dashboard. So you'll go to your professional dashboard and it'll tell you, hold on. I don't know what this is. My pen. I lost my pen for my what's the name? So it keep wanting to come up. But it's got where you can view your tools. So they got me listed as like a public figure. That's what they say I am. And no, I ain't no public figure. But
You literally are.
so it says you go to view tools, and when you go over to the professional board, that stuff gonna start popping up. It's moving slow because I'm on the Wi-Fi, and then I
I
got
get it. I
another
get it.
phone. But it has like all your followers on there to tell you how many followers you got, your post reach. So like I've had 23,000 post engagements in the last what? They're not 28 days. 28 days, it's like. It'll tell you how many new followers you got. It'll tell you a whole bunch of stuff. So then you scroll down. You scroll down. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
So you scroll down,
I
it'll
see.
tell you, it'll tell you like the different tools. So under mine, it has like bonuses. So I click on the bonuses. So it'll tell me my
Nice.
real plays. So my real plays. So the last real play I made $130. That was whatever just ended now.
Wow.
I made $130. Like whatever's going on now, I've only made $31.
Mm-hmm.
So I've only completed the first little thing, which is $20. So I've made $11 off of just people just viewing my reels. So the most views I have so far on the reel is 609, and then 592, and then 552. But I got a whole bunch of reels up because I'm always posting like a whole bunch
So
of
they
them.
put all of the views. Do they put
Yeah,
all the views from all the reels together?
yeah, no,
And,
each one of them have the amount of views. Can you see that?
and is a certain percent? I can't. Let me see. Let me stretch it out. I
So
do
like
see
them
it. Oh,
all of the all
oh
of
yeah,
all of
regular. Like like.
all of my
Huh?
videos. So
Okay.
the least amount of videos, the least, well, that ain't even all of them because it's still going. But I got a lot of videos. And like each period,
Nice.
and then like your videos, they go for a whole what's the name, and then Instagram, and I think monetize on Facebook using reels definitely pays more than Instagram. Well, they connected because whatever you if you share on what's, but yeah, I think doing it on Facebook pays more than on Instagram because you got to have a lot of followers on Instagram, and I don't have a whole lot of I only got like 500 followers over there. And they monetize my thing, and I thought you had to have like 1,000 followers to get monetized. But I be going live
Mm.
over there. I just started going live like a month ago, and I can get the little gifts or whatever, like the little hearts and the
Yeah, I
diamonds and all
see. I
that
see that.
stuff.
That's
But I
money
don't
too,
know.
right?
Like this right here, this you can I'm sure y'all can make money because y'all be doing them nice reels, and y'all be doing, I just be doing pictures. Like some of these people be doing some nice stuff and they be getting views, like really be getting views, like them
No,
LA
you do. You
True.
do nice stuff. You do nice stuff too.
Yeah, but people don't
Okay.
like
Look. Look. Look.
people don't
Oh,
be
oh, we should
following
just.
me. Them people, they don't be following me,
We
they
gonna.
don't
We
be
gonna. We
liking
gonna
my
change
stuff,
that.
they don't
We
be
gonna
looking
change
at it.
that because
Like
we gonna change that.
we got to
Hold
have
on. Wait. Wait. Let
we
me. Let
got
me.
to
Let me. Let
have
me.
like
Let me say something.
10,000.
Can I say something to you real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
You said the dude, the truth, right? This is how they doing it. Like you see what's. I follow all of this stuff. The truth, the dude, right? So you see
Yeah,
him and
him
his
and his
wife. You
wife.
see what's going on with this, right? Where
Yeah,
he's
you
saying,
see what's going on right
he
now?
beating her up.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, it's terrible. But guess what? The likes and the follows is crazy. All right,
it's real
but it's
crazy. Like,
tragic. I don't know whether they serious or I don't think you should play with stuff
and
like
she
that.
said she
Cause she in the
probably got
car
a
with the
divorce. I
kids
believe
and
she
she's
for real
saying,
because man, that sound like for real,
yeah,
for real.
but cause her John jumping with like that now. You got the kids involved. Now, am I lying or not? Do daddy be in there beating my butt and all that stuff? Yeah, I
Yeah,
come to the
that's
door and you
crazy.
be
Like
crying and
that like
I'm
caught my
like, what the
eye. That
what?
caught my eye though, for real. That caught my eye. Like that just like because
Yeah, but
I don't usually follow them, and that caught my eye. Like for real though.
I'm not following him no more. He beating up his wife. I'm not doing.
Yeah, I don't
I'm gonna
like
follow
that.
her.
That
I ain't gonna
when
follow
I
him no
that
more.
popped up in like it
I used to
popped up
like
in
that
my
dude too,
stuff.
man.
Like I was scrolling through. You know how you go and look at your reels. I was scrolling through
I
my
know how
own
I go,
reels,
yeah. And then it
and
be
that
the
stuff
next
was
reel
popping
after
up in
yours.
my reels. So that's what caught my
Yep.
attention. It started popping up in my reels, and then of course, when you see something that's got all them views on it, you gonna go over there and look at it. That's just the that's just the nature of whatever.
How can I
But
look at and follow you and follow your story, what you've been through, with your domestic violence situation and everything, and still follow him? That'd be a contradiction, right? You gotta keep it real. I mean, I'm not a fake. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you something and tell you that I support you and I got your back and I
yeah,
sympathize
that's
and
crazy.
empathize with you and everything. And then I'm still supporting the guy who like break his wife's arm and break her jaw and black her eyes and got the kid in front of the kids and everything. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy because
I know I can't do
even
it. I
I
can't do it. I'm
mean,
sorry. I mean, I ain't doing that.
yeah, that
I'm
was
not gonna do
crazy.
it. I'm
Like
not
I
doing
saw,
it.
I
No.
watched her video, and like I hadn't even
Yeah.
seen none of his stuff to even like when I heard what like something just said, listen to this like they for like this is happening for real. Like I didn't know all that was going on. Like I usually just see that stuff and keep on going. But the other day
I
she
check it
looked
out
like
this
something
time.
was going on. Like it just wasn't right. And then after that, it's just been all downhill. Like
I hadn't heard anything about it since before then, but it's sad, I hate to see a woman
that's
going
crazy.
through that, but like it's okay. Then you can also make the play about you don't know what she put him through. Or don't want to hear it, walk away, be a man. I mean, you rich off of this stuff, man. You are rich off of this stuff. The point is,
I
like, look,
mean,
I don't want to get rich
it's been
so that
bad.
I can disrespect my family. I don't want to get rich. I want to get rich so that my family can really enjoy the fruits of my labor as well. My whole purpose in this right here is legacy. That's my whole mission, period. Legacy. My
Right.
kids and my stepkids are not believers. They don't even believe we can do. I'm saying, listen, we are the brand, all right? We can do this ourselves. There's enough people, there's enough ways out here to make money. Let's just make money, all right?
That's right.
They're not motivated. I'm motivated. They gotta see success first. Once they see success, once I prove it to them, I'm going to drop dead. I'm going to drop
That's what I'm
dead.
talking
They're gonna
about.
say,
I'm talking
Daddy,
about
can
that's what I'm talking about because I'm trying to teach these authors how we can have destination book signings, how we can be on the beach somewhere. Everybody always talking about they want to write their book on the beach. Yeah, we can be on the beach. Man, we can be doing all that stuff. I'm getting ready to do a cruise for my birthday. My birthday April the 1st, and we leaving out of Miami and we going to Belize.
Wow.
We going to Puerto Rico. We gonna end up in Honduras, and we coming back to Miami. But I'm gonna do something
Right.
before we leave out of Miami because my birthday is actually that Saturday. Our ship don't leave until that Sunday. So I said I was gonna fly down on that
Okay.
Friday and we was gonna do something that Saturday because my
Hmm.
author Black Diamond, she lived in Maryland area, Baltimore, I think.
Okay. Okay.
And she wanted to
Right.
come down. Like they want to come down. Like that's my other mama. like
Really?
like yes, like that's my heart. I love that lady. Like her
I believe
story.
it. I mean, I dropped some bombs in your city too. I ain't gonna shout your city out. But I dropped some bombs in your city. I went there. I sold so many books. I'm talking about just walking through. I ain't even make it.
Hey, you was in Myrtle Beach?
They support us. Yes, me and my wife went for our honeymoon. I
Oh
went out
y'all
there with a
didn't
suitcase
know.
full of books
Y'all probably didn't know me then,
because
huh?
I did know you. That was the summer, but we wasn't. This was like I didn't really know put two and two together where you was living at, you know,
And then I might not have
until
been
after
here
that. It
because
was
I be back
afterwards.
and forth between here and Atlanta.
Mhm. I
Yeah, I
sold
be
a lot
back
of
and
books in
forth.
Myrtle Beach. I only had like a couple of hundred with me, but I sold all of them except for four.
Right,
I made my wife a
right,
believer. She saw me do it. She knew I could do it, but she never saw me do it. I was talking about, see, I'm the dude that I'm a people person. I'm gonna sell it to you. If I get your attention, I'm gonna sell it to you. You know what I mean? Because I believe that you should have it. You know what I mean? So
right.
me selling it to you is not for me. Me selling it to you. Listen, I'm doing this for you because you deserve this right here. All right. You know what I mean? That's just my mentality. You know what I mean? And also personality, man. I always want to try to keep myself in my higher self because I want people to always see me in my higher self because guess what? I'm the brand. And you know what? You don't even notice, but you're my mentor. You know what I mean? It's like you are so like put together. You know what I mean? All your stuff, your monologues and all your you got a lot of passion with you. You got a lot of stuff going with you. You know what I mean? I mean, really. So it's like now I watch your videos, and I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna like try to like act do your videos, my videos like I do. You do yours, but you are a inspiration. It's like everybody always say nice stuff about you. Everybody
Right.
always say nice stuff about you. So then one more thing I want to shine a light on. Look at them credentials. You got about 45 degrees up there, girl. Look at them degrees. I mean, what are you like a PhD in something?
No,
What's
I
all that
don't
stuff
even.
back there?
No, those are not degrees. Those are not degrees.
They're
So
not.
no, these are just awards. They just awards from where I'm in school.
Okay.
So I made the
Okay.
president's list. All of these are my president's list awards. That's for getting inducted into the Society of Collegiate Leadership and Achievement, and then I got inducted into Iota Theta Alpha Sigma Lambda. I got inducted into two honor societies, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm a peer mentor, so that's my peer mentor thing. And then I won a little contest. I'm an ambassador for the Global Face of Africa. Um
Right.
and
You gonna take me to Africa
yeah,
on the on the
I am the newest owner
122
of
office?
my own travel business. So you already know I'm about to be traveling. I'm about to be
No,
booking
no, no,
trips.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, I'm about to be doing
No.
that.
I'm talking about in the 122 office thing. You're gonna take me to Africa.
Yeah,
You're gonna
we going to
broadcast me there.
Africa.
That's what I'm
Bro, we
talking
gonna
about.
broadcast there
Huh?
too. And we going. Like we got
Is
offers
there
there.
ever winter in Africa? If it's a winter there,
It's
I'm
winter
I'm
there
with it.
now.
Is it cold?
In
Like
April. Like all the way up until April it's gonna be cold because it snowed. Like the lady that helped me start my
snow to
magazine.
Africa?
Yeah, the lady that helped me start my magazine in March and in April it was snowing. Like she literally like I got socks in my closet that I was gonna send her. And yes,
Wow.
like like yes,
I
like
can't
right
wait.
now
That's November. You said that's
flooding.
November.
It's flooding over there now.
November. Really?
Yeah,
What's
it's flooding
flooding?
over
What
there
what
now.
the rivers?
I don't
Man.
know what I don't
Boy,
know I don't know what's going on, but they say it's flooding over
I
there.
can't wait to get
Nigeria
plugged
too,
in with that. I can't wait
Lagos.
to get plugged into that whole thing. Oh, in Nigeria, Lagos. Okay. I can't wait to get plugged into all of that stuff you got going on over there. You
But yeah,
know,
you
the
got plenty of
122 authors.
we got authors on the 122 authors on the platform. We got
Okay.
lady in the UK, Tracy Williams. She not only she's a superintendent, she up there in the education
Really?
system. Like she getting ready to write some stuff that's going to be included into the school. You know what I'm saying? But she up there. She ran one of the second largest school systems in London because she worked in London.
Okay.
She listened to her interview.
Nice,
She
nice,
talked
nice.
about it on her interview.
I'm great. That's what I'm doing
But
for the
yeah,
next couple of days.
she
I'm
and then
gonna
it's a
binge
guy
all
from
your stuff.
Africa. It's a guy from Africa on
Hmm.
there. He was one of my very first interviews. He's on there and he's talking about what he's doing. And there's gonna be a couple of more people that come on there because we got some
Right.
people like for real, for real. We got a girl over there. She be modeling and acting. They be doing stuff for
Really?
Netflix.
Nice.
Do you hear me?
Nice. I hear that.
Like they
I
literally
mean,
be recording and
we're in the
stuff. Like
casting
they be
process
doing
now.
stuff.
Hmm.
Like for
Well, we're in
real.
the casting process. We need actors and actresses. We need people to read these parts. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I'm. This is the whole
you
point
need
of
to
all
put
of
the
this stuff
thing
right
out.
here.
Yeah, do y'all hear my brother? He said we need people to read the parts. Like Frederick.
Yeah.
Frederick Beatty. Did I say
Frederick
his name
Beatty.
right?
That's
I
my
think you
guy.
told me I didn't say
That's my
his name
guy.
right
Yeah.
the last time. Frederick, big
Hmm.
brother, you need to get hooked up. Y'all need to reacquaint yourselves and y'all need to get to
Yeah.
work. That's okay.
I'm gonna reach out to him. I'm gonna reach out to him.
I'll see him
I'm gonna reach out to him. Well, I'm gonna get my
I'll see
brother to
him
reach
next
out to
week.
him.
I'll see him next week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I know I ran over the time and everything, but let me
Oh,
just
you
go back
good.
over
This
everything
is my
that I want the
platform.
people to know. That's tight. All right. Look. So again. Still, it never ends. I'm never gonna stop shopping these Natural G. This is my baby, all right.
That's right.
And I'm going to do a whole revised edition, 1 through 4, re-edit it. It's like I did this, man. I do this over. I do them over and over again. Every time I read, because I constantly read my own books. I read. I find something, man. Call my brother. Yo, how you miss? He said, how you
Well,
miss
you
it?
know what you need to
We
do.
both miss
Look,
it.
you know
What's
what you
up?
need to do. You need to stop by. You
What's
need to
up?
come on back next week. Next week, when Tuesday. Wait a minute. Tuesday and Wednesday from seven to
Uh huh.
nine. From 7 to 9, we're gonna be right here,
Okay.
and it's gonna be probably about 8 more authors like yourself. And we just gonna be chopping it up just like this for people that want to come on and post their little questions, their comments. We're gonna be talking about our books. We're gonna be talking about stuff. We're gonna be talking about how we can push the platform forward. How we can just, I mean, it is National Family Literacy Month. National Family Literacy Day is gonna be
Okay.
November the
Okay.
1st. So the
Right.
platform is open. I opened it up to the 122 authors. In the first
Uh huh.
20 to sign up, it was free for them. All they got to do is show up and talk about their book, their brand, and then we chop it up. That's what's gonna
Okay.
go down for them two
So you
hours.
said next Tuesday and Wednesday and
Yeah, the
Wednesday.
first and the second. The first and the second. The first is national.
7 to 9. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
from
Okay.
seven to
Okay.
nine.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm there. I'm in there. All right. I'm in there. I'm in it. Okay. So,
So
like I
what day
said,
you gonna come?
okay. So,
Which day you gonna come? The first or the second? The first.
I come the first day. I'm always in the front. Let me tell you something. If you was my teacher, I would be in the front row every morning with an apple on my desk. All right. For you. Okay. I'm coming to the first everything with you, as long as you
I
invite me.
got you. I'm gonna
I'm with
put you
it.
down, and I'm gonna
So.
make you a flyer. I'm gonna make you a flyer to go along, so we can share it.
Okay.
But I
So
got
you're
you.
gonna come holler at me too on mine,
Yeah,
one
always.
day.
I come
I'm
to
talking about
all
when I grow up. When I grow up, I know I'm not ready for you, somebody your status yet. When I grow up and my page is ready
Yeah,
to
I'm coming
accommodate
to
somebody
your
like you,
YouTube channel when you get ready for me to come.
that's what I'm saying. I gotta grow up first. I gotta get it together because I can't have you up there in the ghetto. I'm not gonna have you. My YouTube channel is the hood. I want to come to the suburbs like yours. I want to have you come to
Okay,
somewhere where
you
you're
act
gonna be
like I've been.
comfortable
Do
at.
you know? Do you really know how long I've been doing this?
So what? You the queen. You at a
No,
certain
do you
level
know
now.
how
You gotta
long
be
I've been
treated
doing
right.
this? I've only been doing lives since February or January of 2020.
Man, you look like a vet. Look how like how you got the nah, you got to be doing this way longer than that.
I
Cause
mean,
I
I
can
was
see
doing
how.
live events. Like I was doing live events, and then when right before the pandemic hit, some of the people that wanted to be a part of the live events could not be a part of the live event, so they asked me if I would do virtual events. So I started doing the virtual Chasing Your Dream book tour. And right when the pandemic started, everybody started doing it. So I stopped doing it, and I started doing the magazine. So now everybody doing magazines. So I'm about to go back to my live events because my live
But
events
you the
was the
vet. I
best
mean,
yet. The
no,
live
I mean,
events
I know you don't feel no way
and
about that because
when
you
I tell
inspire
you
people though.
our live events was the bomb because when I say literally say chasing your dream book tour, like we had the expo,
Uh-huh.
we had stuff like people could learn how to do anything from whatever to whatever. I mean, when you left there, you feel like you have been educated, empowered, and encouraged to
You
run on
learn something.
to whatever it was that you were
Right, right,
supposed to
right.
be doing. You didn't leave there
Uh-huh.
like you came there. Nobody left there like
Hmm.
they came there. They left there empowered. They left there encouraged. They left there with a little more education. I'm telling you, like I truly believe that you're not just an author. Once you write that book, you become an entrepreneur, and that's what I try to teach people. I try to teach them how they can build things around that book. I don't care if you are a part of an anthology. You can take that one chapter. I don't care if it's a devotion. You can take that one chapter and you can build you a brand around that one chapter. I've seen people do it. I've helped people do it. I've helped people build podcasts. I've helped people build little groups that and then they turned around and wrote a devotion. Like this
Hmm.
ain't nothing nobody told me, something that I witnessed for myself. So this is what I'm teaching people. This is what I want my people to know. Like they hide stuff from us. They don't want us to know that we are powerful and that if you just use what you got, like it's so much on the inside of us. And all this that we went through, like every last one of those books that you got is so much built around all of those books. Like it's so
I mean,
much.
that's
Like I can't. Like I heard you say like your kids don't get it. Like they got to see it. Like I used to be that person. Like I used to be that person that just like I had to see. But it was that one thing that showed me, that showed
hmm
me what faith was. And it was by faith that I'm able to do the stuff that I'm able to do today. Because if I stopped believing and limited myself, I would have been stopped. I look at
well,
some
you
of the
gotta
posts
nurture.
that
You gotta.
on my you know how Facebook got these memory things. I was looking at some of the posts
Yeah.
that pop up 10, 12, 9 years, and I'm just sitting up here like, whew, that just reminded me that I'm still on this journey and that I have not yet
hmm
turned back. No matter what I've been through. Like people be like, how you smile? How you done been through? How you smile? You know, I look up on my wall at my family members that's going on past. And I just be reminded, you know, all these people going on, yet I smile. Yet I came to I showed up because I was telling other people that they got to show up. So I can't tell you to do something if I'm not doing it. So everything that you
Right.
hear on those videos, everything that you hear on them YouTubes, everything that you hear, trust me, I had to deal with that before I could tell somebody else. And
I
then
hear that.
sometimes I be going through it then. I'm the biggest crybaby ever. And I'm about to end this because we've been on here
I
for an
see you.
hour, and I don't want to take up all your time. But
Okay. So,
there's a lady,
can I?
a part of the platform.
Uh,
She's 90. She turned 90, 97 years old this year. She's a
really?
part of a couple of anthologies. Yes, she called me her
I know she
crybaby.
got a lot of. I know she got a lot of information for people.
She from New York.
Is she?
Yes, she from.
Wow,
I
that's
think they
awesome.
from. I forgot where she from. Brooklyn, I think. I forgot.
That's where I'm from.
But go ahead.
So, okay, now, all right. Now, I'm okay. Let me just before okay, you got two things. Like I said earlier, you have life and you have death. All right. You are life. You promote life. All right. You promote life. What I'm trying to do is promote life. What I call life is something that bears fruit. All right. Something that bears fruit that it can enrich and nourish anybody who takes it in. All right. Anything that's not that is stagnant. All right. Things that's like not not nutrition for the soul or the mind or the body causes and create death. I'm not with none of that stuff. All right. I'm not with none of that stuff. I want something that's going to teach somebody and inspire somebody, and that's what you do. So, I mean, I adopted you into my family, whether you like it or not. I'm always going to look at you as a big sis, an inspiration. You might be my little sister. I'm be honest with you because I'm old as dirt. All right. So that's just what it is. I
I'm
think
kind
you're
of
my little
old too
sister. I don't
now.
think you're older than me. Nah, you don't come off
But
as that older than
I
me.
don't
But
mind
you do
telling
come
my
off.
age because you know what? I'm about to celebrate my 48th birthday on April the 1st. I don't
Oh,
mind
you a
telling.
baby. You a baby. You a baby. See. I am older than you. All right. I'm going to turn 48. I think in December. Yep, 48. Yep.
December
So
the what?
you my December 17th. You my big little sister.
Okay.
All right. So look, this is what okay, now just to close everything up, like I said, always natural G. Google me. You'll see everything that I have to offer, every platform that I'm on. That's Facebook. What I'm gonna say YouTube first, because I'm going hard with this YouTube thing. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Tumblr. I'm everywhere. But I'd rather you contact me through my link tree. It's gonna come up automatically, or hit me up on social media, and I drop shit, anything. My merchandise. We have Natural D and Criminal Content merchandise. I should have been wearing one of my shirts or my hoodies or my hats or whatever. We have all of that stuff. Get it at the link tree, and also now I'm gonna propose everything to every. I'm gonna propose something to every inspiring author, and you just inspired this, and you're gonna love it. So now everyone who is affiliated with us and what we do, make a YouTube page, right? And just keep on suggesting that people that make YouTube pages, okay? And we all subscribe to each other YouTube page, and we view each other videos, all right? And let's blow each other up, man. Let's build each other, all right? And help other people, bring them on board and build them. Let's get this money together. You know what I mean?
Well, you
That's
need to
I
go
mean, that's like
inside
it's right
that
here in
group.
our face.
You need to go inside that 900 and something group, almost 1,000 people in there, and they just sitting in there not
Yeesh.
doing nothing. You need to go in there and tell them and inspire them. Maybe they'll get up and do something. Maybe somebody else tell them.
I mean,
But it's like I
a
be talking
thousand
to
people.
yeah, almost 1,000 people, and they won't. It's like pulling teeth
Imagine
to
a
get
thousand
people to
people look
listen.
at your video,
Huh?
and we all look at each other video. Well, we gotta. That's a check for all of us. That's a
Hmm.
check. We could do it like instantly. Like everybody make a YouTube page right now. Now everybody subscribe
That's
to
why I keep
everybody's
telling
YouTube
them
page.
go make some reels. Go. I've been telling
Make
everybody,
some
and
reels.
everybody that's listening, that's going to make the reels, they making them. I see their reels popping up, but some of them they still ain't listening. They want to scroll past, but I'm telling you where it's at. You want like this reel. My one of my pages say I can make off of this. I can make 34, and I got a couple pages now. I ain't just got one page. And as long as
Hmm.
you got over 1,000 viewers, followers with over 60 days, I think it's 60 days constant following, your page is gonna be monetized. And then not only that, you can get stars. Like I get stars on my main page, and I can get stars on my Queen of Collaboration page and Aspiring Authors Magazine page. I can get stars. So everything that I
Nice.
post, people can send me stars if they really want to. And they don't, and it's only a penny. Stars are a penny.
What?
Like they are
That's
a penny.
good.
Like we
I'll
wasted.
take it. You mean what's a
Like,
million
but
pennies?
don't nobody. It's
Yeah.
like pulling teeth to get people to send stars. Like I see, I got
Oh, oh, wait. It
450
costs us a penny,
stars.
or they give you a penny?
No,
So
it goes in
I
once you get a certain amount in your account. It goes.
oh,
It'll cash out. They'll let you cash out into your payout account. But you can see it on your
all
board.
right.
It tells you how many you got. It tells you the amount you got, everything. And then like ads, you get ads can start like some of my reels. You click on my reels, you'll see an ad to pop up. You
You get
get
paid from
paid
the
off of that
ads.
too. Yeah. I'm telling
Oh,
people
that's what I was
that
just telling my cousin the
people
other
that
day.
are not taking advantage of this, like right here on Facebook, like everybody going over there to TikTok and going over there to the other place. TikTok ain't monetizing like that. Like they look
Now you
a
gotta get a lot. You gotta get millions of
minute.
streams for TikTok though. Hmm.
They
Look, she telling me I gotta wrap this up. All right, so I gotta before I do go. She been home for an hour. I ain't not. You know how y'all is.
yeah, it's
You
an
know how
hour and
y'all do.
15
But
minutes.
she's saying I gotta wrap this up though. But look, before I do go, all right. Listen, we are dropping this pilot. We want to get started on this pilot. The pilot
Yes,
episode. We trying to get a 13 series deal, but we want to get started on this pilot by January. All right, by January. All right. So if you want to read, and I have well over 20 parts, 20 different characters in my book, and extras and everything, or whatever you have to contribute to shooting or filming or video or anything like that. Whatever you know how to do, holler at me. Hit me up. I'm throwing people. I'm giving everybody. I'm hire you because I need you because I don't have anything. I do have some people now, but I'm just saying I need more people. So I have to compare you to what I have and what I'm gonna hire you if you're any good.
right.
So, but the only thing is, if you want to read and you want to play a part, if you ain't get the book and you ain't read the book, you're wasting your time because you ain't gonna know the feeling of the character. You ain't gonna know the part. This is the script. The book is the script. You know what I mean? This is how you get to know about the story and who your character is and what your character do, how your character act. It's not the script that you're gonna read. My brother wrote, real scripts for the film and everything. But
Right.
I'm only hiring actors who's read the book. That's what it is. I support you, support me. I support you, and we blow each other up. That's what I want. I want all of us. I want that synergy. I want everybody to work together to be productive and make money. We enrich and strengthen each other. That's what I'm talking about. We need kids
I
and
thank
everything.
you.
To be
I
honest with you.
thank you, and thank your wife. Tell her I apologize for going over. I appreciate her. Tell her I appreciate her, and I pray that your evening is blessed. Thank you for stopping by and sharing with us on tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I truly appreciate it. Usually I don't even go this
Right.
late. Normally 7 o'clock is our cutoff, but when you asked, I say let me go ahead. But I thank
Well,
you.
thank you.
You have truly been a blessing on tonight, and I pray that people take heed to the things that you've shared on tonight. You are truly trying to be a blessing, not to just your community, but around the universe. For anybody
I
that want to be a
appreciate it.
part. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and have a great evening. And thank you for stopping by.
You too. Bye bye. Thank y'all. Bye bye.
I want to thank you guys that have tuned in on tonight. Thank you for stopping by and sharing up close and personal with Angela. I hope there's something that was shared on tonight that has truly been a blessing to you guys. And if it was, if you would please take this opportunity to share it in your circle of influence because you never know what the next person may need. Tomorrow, we will go live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have two amazing guests that are going to be stopping by on tomorrow. We have a guest at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we have another guest at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I am the queen of collaborations, Angela Thomas, thanking you on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. If you are not attached to the 122 authors from around the world campaign, I want to encourage you guys to get attached to allow your brand to be heard and seen. Not only that, you get to connect with 121 amazing authors. You can't beat it. I love you guys, and I pray that your evening is blessed. Have a good one.